After being stranded at sea for about 36 hours, the Escapade broke itself free today at about 12:45, using nothing but the power of its own engines and taking advantage of the midday high tide.
News 3 raced to the scene where more than 100 people were trapped.
News 3's Greg Gullberg joins us now live from the Atlantic Ocean overlooking that vessel. Greg?
That's right. The Escapade has been stranded for 17 hours now. If you take a close look, you can see it in plain sight that it actually ran aground there at 1 o'clock this morning. It's moved very little, if at all, ever since. Well, rescue crews have been hard at work all day trying to free this vessel, but obviously it hasn't worked. The Escapade sits helplessly at sea, perched on a platform of sand and dirt. It struck ground early Wednesday morning. This portion of the Calabogie Sound is very shallow. Fisherman Brian Ogle says it should have been avoided.
I would have seen it, and I'm not a boat captain. I'm a general fisher. But running through here at midnight, maybe they should have done a dry run first and without passengers to get familiarized with the boat.
I spent the day watching the events from a jet ski with a GoPro camera. It's a tense moment as the tugboat feverishly works to free the Escapade from this watery trap, and right now they're hoping that high tide will be their best friend. But those efforts did not work. The towboat line snapped, high tide came and went. Now it seems the ship will be stuck here for a while longer before they can try again. The next high tide is a little after midnight tonight. Now that might be rescue crews' next best chance to try and free this vessel, as they can use that high water to help their efforts to dislodge it. But, well, for now, there's really no telling if it's going to work or how much longer it might be stuck back out there. After about 36 hours stranded at sea, the Escapade broke itself free at about 12:45 today. It used nothing but the power of its own engines and the midday high tide. It surprised many to see it free today, when yesterday's efforts at high tide were unsuccessful, even with the help of a tugboat. Well, the Coast Guard believes that the biggest difference is that the passengers were evacuated after yesterday's failed attempt, and that helped to lighten the load. Now that it's free, the Escapade is heading back to the dock that it left from Wednesday night. Well, casino boats have always had a very rocky history here in Savannah. Now with this disastrous maiden voyage, well, there's really no telling what that means for the future of this business here. Greg Gullberg, 11 Alive News.